Live?
Yes, sir.
All right, bang, bang. Welcome to the Mid Show. This is Eddie, White Sox, Dave, Chief. Danny's in outer space, but he's here. How are we feeling about the baby table still?
You guys are kind of messing with my emotions, going back and forth, being a grown-up to a kid again. The dog sleeping outside. One night he gets to sleep on the bed. It kind of feels like that.
I like that you got riders, though. People are riding for you.
Yeah, there's a petition out there. I think it only
that always goes well in this company.
Yeah, they won't turn on me or anything.
I loved it. Presented by Miller Lite. Miller Lite. Obviously, the NFL draft is coming up. Who are we going to go with that 9 pick? It's anyone's guess, and we've seen some wild selections over the years, but there's one selection that every football fan can share, and that's an ice-cold Miller Lite. Miller Lite knows that beer lovers want their light beer to taste like beer. That's why they brew a light beer that's light on calories and not on taste, because what's the point of having a beer if you can't taste it? Isn't that the truth, fellas?
Yeah, you're reaching in. The high floor, high ceiling, that's Miller Lite. You get the best of both worlds. It's a great time. It tastes great, less feeling. Looks great in a can, bottle, draft, whatever you need.
I like that. I like what you did there with the draft puns. High floor, high ceiling. So till kickoff comes around again, enjoy the beer that tastes like the season. Miller Lite, great taste, 96 calories. To get Miller Lite delivered right to your door, visit MillerLite.com/redline, or let's be honest, it's Miller Lite. You could pick it up pretty much anywhere that they sell beer. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. Dave, I want to start with, I feel like it's doppelganger day for you. You got a couple over the weekend sent to you.
Can you fix your hat, though, too? You got all kinds of fucking
You're looking
folds.
like a train conductor hat.
And he's got the sticker still on it?
Yeah.
Why? What was wrong with
the
it
sticker,
that?
that's no-go.
You're not a big sticker guy?
No. That was very, very unintentional. But now that we're on the topic of my hat, these are in the Barstool Sports store.
Oh, I love that, Dave. That's a great plug. Yeah, they are in the Barstool Sports store.
I do like this hat a lot.
This is probably my favorite piece of merch we've ever sold.
Really?
Yeah, I love the hot dog logos.
It's a very good hat.
Yeah.
You see a lot of people
this or the portable windbreaker. Love that, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's great. I'm going to toss it today, actually, first, before we get to the doppelganger. Sorry, Tom. Be sure to shop all new Barstool Chicago merch now in the Barstool Sports store. We have tons of new items, including the Barstool Chicago Retro Snapback Hat, the Barstool Chicago Premium Scripted Hoodie, the Patch Imperial Rope Hat, the Travis Matthew Barstool Chicago Patch Hat, and tons of tees, hoodies, and more. Shop now at store.barstoolsports.com. One more time, shop now.
It's golf season now. There's a ton of golf merch in here.
Ton of great stuff.
Tailor-made tour response. I don't know what that means. I'm sure that's a high-quality golf ball, but there is plenty of good spring and summer merchandise in this store.
Go do it. Go grab it. All right, let's get to the White Sox Dave doppelganger day. Also, Smitty's going to come on in like 10, 15 minutes or so. The Sox are playing the Phillies. As if Dave needs more reason to go at Smitty's neck.
Smitty's a fucking dipshit.
So we'll get into it.
I feel like Smitty has the upper hand.
Why?
Because, I mean, what can you say about Sox and Phils?
Oh, well.
You're just as miserable as he is. And I feel like he does kind of put you in your place a little bit.
No, he doesn't.
Okay, well,
there is nothing I would trade in my life for Smitty's, aside from his sports team success, but that's everybody that roots for another team on earth. But we can talk about that Thursday.
All right, White Sox Dave doppelgangers first, though. So are you aware of this, Dave? Did you see this? Whitney was calling you out in the broadcast?
I saw it, and typically when I get these, I'm like, that's so fucking stupid that I'm not even going to dignify it with a response, but that guy looks exactly like me.
The one who started that brawl 9 years ago.
So when they originally said it, I'm like, wait, I look like Jimmy Hall?
Let's let the people hear it first.
Dave from Barstool, unfortunately, poor guy. Well, remember, Jimmy Hall's the one who started that brawl 9 years ago. You think White Sox Dave would start a brawl in the Barstool office? You think that he has that in them? And then he'd run right out and just not be in the mix. That's what he does.
That's slander. That's
a lie.
That's slander.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like White Sox Dave.
All right, but that guy
looks exactly like
I
me.
feel like this is like the McConaughey Woody Harrelson
We
thing.
can probably
you might
find
have
that
the
guy,
same
right?
dad.
Do we have the side? I'm sure, Dave. He's a police officer for New York. I'm sure he's findable.
I should have.
He's probably getting plastic surgery as we speak.
Dude, he fucking looks very much like...
Well, he's also doing the deadpan photo pose that Dave does, too.
He looks like, I'm guessing he's probably about 40. That's exactly what I'll look like when I'm 40.
Dave's doing that pose. It's the other way around.
Yeah.
Well, that guy looks...
Dave still thinks he's posing for his lineup.
He's got like a mini smirk.
Yeah, I suppose he has a little bit more of a smirk.
He looks like he arrested you, Dave.
Do you think he has more hair than you?
He won't. In due time. I mean, he looks like me.
He does. He does.
That's also a picture of me when I was much fatter.
I think it's the head shape.
I think if you took a picture of me now, it would. Yeah, and if I cut my hair way shorter, I would.
You think if it took a picture of you now, you would look more like him or less?
Yes, definitely more. My face is so fat there.
All right. Besides that, let's bring up doppelganger number 2.
Well, Dave, you're on screen right now, so we'll just do this side by side right here.
Can you move the window from me?
No, I don't think that's movable.
You're gonna have to take off your hat so we can get an accurate.
Yeah, can we take your hat off?
No,
it's not one
just
of the...
like you wouldn't take the hat off at Chicago cut because you had bad head. I didn't shower today.
2 wrongs don't make it right.
That's true, Daddy.
But this is in a formal setting.
Yeah, I mean, there we go. It's pretty close. Yeah, I mean, look at you guys are
in that video. He looked. I was like, this is kind of weird. That guy might.
If you guys got into a fight, it looked like Rock'em Sock'em Robots. That's how much you guys look alike.
It's the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Now you do have East Coast roots, Dave. Is there a chance?
Nah, I thought about that when it was brought up.
We're not getting another new sibling today.
My mom moved out here, so no.
Okay. All right. So no new brother.
Had to ask.
But isn't your mom adopted? Could you have the same grandpa?
That's a possibility. And 23andMe says he's from the Bronx, which makes me want to fucking puke my guts out.
He's Dave's evil twin.
You looked him up on 23.
My sister did. Yeah.
Dave's evil Bronx twin.
I don't know if it was a grandpa, but it was great grandpa. Maybe it was something. Yeah.
I thought
you looked up on 23andMe.
Wow.
My sister did. Yeah.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Oh yeah.
So you know his whole family tree.
I don't. I haven't seen it because
even your family thinks there's enough of a lookalike to be able to trace us back.
Well, no. I mean, that's the irony. You asked about my grandpa.
Yeah.
It was either him or great grandpa or something is from the Bronx. Yeah.
Wait, am I losing it here? What, are you talking? They look this guy. They look Dave up, or they look themselves.
Dave's sister looked up that guy.
Oh, really?
No.
I was gonna say. I was like,
Tom, didn't you think the same thing?
I thought that's why
my sister.
That's why I just butt in to clarify.
My brother and my sister did a 23andMe because my mom is adopted, and it was either her grandfather or her father was from the Bronx.
Okay. Okay.
So
cleared it up.
There we go.
Bring up the next guy here.
Hey, Dave, my dad's family's from the Bronx. Maybe we're related.
Maybe.
Interesting.
Do people know that you have a relative at the company? I mean, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe me and Rico and you are all cousins of some sort.
And shout out Jimmy Becker, the captain.
He's on FDNY. Go to. All right, now bring up the other guy. This guy was he was in trouble with the law. He was not the law. This was another guy who was brought to our attention this week. Right? What did this guy do, Danny?
It was something bad, so I actually didn't want to. Oh no, that guy
no,
looks
not
exactly
that guy.
like me.
I've seen that guy before.
Yeah,
too.
that looks like the miserable.
That's not the one I was talking about.
No, you're talking about the guy
who.
he
like
Florida
man. He was accused of throwing chicken wings at his wife because she wouldn't give him money to gamble and meet his mistress.
Yeah,
that's like more of a behavioral twin than a lookalike.
Than a lookalike. I love the Tulsa guy. This guy.
This guy.
What do we
I
think
didn't
about
think
this
that
guy?
this guy looks a lot more like Dave.
See, I think the other guy looks more like Dave.
this guy. That's one of them where I was like,
The mouth. It's the mouth for me.
I think he's got the same head.
Well, they all
to be
kind of have the
honest with
same
you,
head.
yeah. And the eyebrows, the eyes.
I think the other guy looks more like.
I thought the other guy, especially when he had
closer.
the helmet on in that one clip we had.
I don't think Dave would have.
I do take exception to Whitney thinking that I would just scurry off like a roach.
Yeah.
You would. I don't know about Tom. Lance, no offense, I don't want you to back me up. Same with you, Danny. Ryan, you'd have a.
I wouldn't.
Eddie's the one that would scurry off like a little roach.
What's your basis for making that claim? Explain.
Knowing you?
You have no basis
Knowing you?
to say that I would scurry off.
I
You have no
appreciate you
basis.
saying I wouldn't scurry off. I might get my ass kicked, but I would.
Well,
Yeah.
you did get jumped at a White Sox bar before.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you were alone, so you
Not
think I'd
like-
scurry off if that was the case? I'd pull some people off you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't watch you get pulled.
I agree with that.
I'd
What do
watch
you
for
mean?
like a couple pummels and then I'd jump in.
Let them like live
see,
out your fantasy and then
Like that.
Danny would have to get some videos.
That's what
for
I'm
social.
even talking about. Like, you can joke about it, sure, but I think that you actually would, which you can't. You gotta. It's either you get your fucking teeth kicked down your throat, or you kick someone's teeth down their throat. There's no in between that situation.
Yeah. You got to answer the bell.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
answer the bell.
Now, I do think that, like, my time, like, this is probably going to be a thing that happens in my life, just from knowing Dave.
What, you're going to watch Dave
You've
get
been in more
pummeled?
confrontations than I have when we've been out.
Who have I given it? When was the last time I was in a confrontation?
I mean, you've gotten in one fight, Notre Dame, North.
yeah, where were you then?
Not walking you to take a piss.
Eddie, the chat is calling you out for running away when Hannah's hair caught on fire.
Yeah.
There you go.
I could.
There you go.
I could
Thank you.
stop fists with my hand. I can't stop fire. So I
Yeah,
mean,
you can. You can start batting it out. That's what I would have done.
No, I'm not, dude. I don't want to get burned. Burns are serious.
Not.
Yeah.
It's not my
I
fault.
kinda
you didn't
feel
have fucking-
like-
you didn't take safety
And that
school.
flame
Yeah.
wasn't hot enough to like where it's gonna hurt you. It might burn a little bit, but like start batting it out. And if it gets too bad, then you jump on her and like use her body weight or something.
There was also 2 Chicago firemen nearby.
they handled
so
it.
it wasn't my
Yeah.
job to take. That would like being like, oh, we got an MMA fighter.
That
on our
is
crew.
absolutely
Like,
not what was going
he's
through
gonna
your
handle
head when that fire started. Oh, I'll just let the firefighters do it.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't. You didn't have any.
That's like a reaction. I don't.
Once again, getting in my brain.
Pull up the video. It was too instant for you to think like, oh, I'll let the 2 firefighters handle this. It was like bang bang. You started backing off. That was your reaction.
Do you hold any resentment, Hannah?
Yes.
Hannah says yes.
Yeah, bring in Smitty. Yeah, I told.
Nice subject change.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on in.
Smitty.
Can we get Tulsa Dave back up? I like Tulsa Dave. Tulsa Dave is one of my favorites, but
I've never been to Tulsa, Oklahoma.
so we can't do both. No, you can't have the.
Did Smitty just get cucked?
What do you mean? I don't know. Seems like we're having difficult. This is Tulsa Dave.
Yeah, that guy's miserable.
That's like
A
you
father
if
and
you're.
there we go.
There's Smitty.
Oh, there's Smitty.
In the game time room.
That
What's
guy
up?
looks like you if your life went a completely different direction. Like
Yeah,
you
like-
met a girl at 26, got married, took some.
Shit out a couple kids.
Yeah.
I think. Well, what's the caption I left? It was. I think I said something exactly like that. Did you see that Dave's got a bunch of lookalikes this weekend, Smitty?
That are human or non-human?
They are confirmed flesh.
They're
and
human?
blood.
No, I didn't see him. I just hopped on. I come to hearing Dave talk shit on firefighters, and then say
I wasn't talking shit on firefighters.
that's the part I heard.
But also, wait, there is one non-human one that I love. Bring up the non-human one.
Florida man?
Yeah, sorry, Smitty. I fuck. This guy's great. Someone sent me this. Create a player from Michigan State. Looks exactly like Dave. I don't know how much we could zoom in on that, but this guy is a spitting image of Dave.
I don't think Smitty can see it.
How tall is he?
I can't.
You can't see it?
Quarterback, so he's got to be at least 6'2".
But do you see him?
Not Doug Flutie.
Oh, I mean, that's White Sox Dave. That's more White Sox Dave than Frankie Borelli's character was in Golf 2K.
Yeah,
PGA,
2K,
yeah.
whatever, eh? Yeah, that's fucking White Sox Dave.
Would you ever play for Michigan State?
Depends. It depends.
Well,
if I have my choice of like any school on earth, no.
Smitty, how are you? I heard you were supposed to come out here this week. It's a shame you're not with us in studio. What happened?
Yeah. Well, we were tossing around the idea last week when we saw the Phillies were coming to play the White Sox, and I got a wife. She's 8 months pregnant. We're staying within one state for the next month. That's what was decided. Okay. Although it would be fun to come out. You know, it would have came out today. We would have went to the day game tomorrow and gotten obliterated. I'm sure cameras and festivities would have went down, and then
honestly,
too.
I was gonna say do it. I was so sickened. It would have been two guys rooting for the Phillies, basically. And we
I don't know. You see the Phillies play this year?
They've been bad too.
The Phillies have made.
They started like 0-5, right?
They started 0-4. I think they're the same as the White Sox now, like 6-10, 6-11. But they have made more outs on the base paths that's excluding being caught stealing than I've seen them make in the last 20 years.
The White Sox pitching staff is
15
averaging
games of the season.
8.5 walks a game.
That's a fake stat.
Yeah,
it is.
I mean, I was gonna say
no. It's horrendously awful though. They're walking like 8 guys a game.
You had me in the first half. I was like, wait, really?
Yeah.
Like,
No, the last 2 games they've had 8 and 9 walks, and that's happened a few times this year. It happened a couple times in the Houston series even. But
have you experienced a full White Sox Dave at White Sox Park?
No.
Thing that Smitty or
no?
Oh, you would love that.
No, and we talked about this before, but when was it, Dave? 2012, 2013. We were both
I was going to bring that up.
Slapdick Barstool writers writing like a blog or two a day, and Dave and I had a bet. It was a Phillies White Sox series, and whoever won either had to burn or piss on their respective jerseys, and he lost. And there's this old grainy YouTube video of him just saying "fuck you, Smitty" and lighting like his
Joe
Mark
Creedy
Burley jersey on fire.
Yeah.
Oh man,
that was back in the days like
Mark Burley.
You couldn't just take a iPhone video and upload it to Twitter and like get it out there. So I had to go upload it to YouTube and then post it on Twitter. It was a whole thing. But yeah, I had to burn my Joe Creedy jersey. I love that.
You have a couple like classic, like I almost called it pre-internet moments. You did the cinnamon challenge.
Yeah.
You ate an onion for Derrick Rose.
That didn't work.
That was great.
That didn't work.
He opened up his fridge and it was just literally one onion.
Just like Shia LaBeouf in Holes.
Yeah.
Eat onions like an apple.
I like onions.
It was when D Rose he got hurt his knee again for like the second time, and it was like, oh, we're hoping on good news. It's like, what could we do to reverse this? And Big Cat's like, White Sox Dave, you got to eat that onion in your fridge.
I was like, I need to comfort eat, and all that's in my fridge is a sack of onions.
So he just ate an onion raw dog. You could probably find that somewhere. Do you have any doppelgängers, Smitty? Do you ever get tweeted someone incessantly?
The Lego man, yeah.
Yeah, the Lego guy. Basically, anybody with a big head. There was a guy in the stands at the Orioles game yesterday doing the sprinkler. I got tagged in a couple times. You got pretty good face that goes around.
Do you have any, Chief?
I get them all the time, and like the sad thing is like. They're not wrong, but it used to be like, oh, like you look like this certain like kind of handsome guy, and then over time it's just like you look like this fat schlub. It's just like over the years it's like the comparisons have gotten worse and worse and worse, and it's like fuck.
Yeah, I get a lot of you look like Gerald Butler. I'm like, oh, from 300, and it's like no, like fat Greenland.
A different one.
Yeah.
I should have done it opening day, but I basically have to do a press conference now that I'm not Rowdy Tellez. from the Brewers. I get him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's
Dave. Dave. Yeah, look at that beard.
Dude,
I don't know how in the fuck you found this.
Dude, that's my White Sox Dave right there, bro. That's my White Sox Dave. Are you kidding me, dude? You could be that guy right now, right next to me, and this is what we're getting. I love this fucking guy, dude. I would back this guy up in a million fights.
That guy wouldn't need you to back him up in fights.
Yeah,
so,
for real,
yeah.
dude. You were such a man back then, I feel.
I'm aging down.
Now he's getting hair plugs.
Yeah, dude.
I don't think that's what they're called.
Look at that beard, dude. This guy was just fucking mowing down an onion like it's nobody's business.
That looks
one more
like a
time.
South Side.
Yeah, play it again. This is unbelievable. What kind of shirt is that?
It's the
I
St.
still have
Patty's
that
Day
shirt.
Listen to that crunch.
Just the backwards fitted cap.
I honestly,
It's like a horse eating carrots.
this is gonna sound weird.
Dude, this guy's great.
Who is this guy?
My dad's
gotta
got
hire
a
him.
big
All I
ass.
had in my fridge was a sack of onions. Probably the least.
Yeah.
I'm so happy you found
Most
this.
respected thing possible.
Is this on his YouTube page?
Got it off Twitter.
Oh, really? There's also probably a
Yeah, Dave Williams YouTube. Yeah, correction.
damn.
28 subscribers.
Do I really got that many subscribers? I need to monitor. How many views does that got?
How many views does that have?
What else we got?
Memory lane. I'm sorry.
Don't, because there's gonna be kids on there that I coached, and I don't want them on here.
What do you mean?
How many views?
That
is it?
the other one that
it's like
so
baseball?
that yeah.
Like a highlight video?
No, we can throw him on here. I DM with him. Still.
Who's this? Oh, this is.
Connor. Go to Connor
What's the double middle
Oh,
Do you
finger?
see this,
here.
Smitty?
I don't want to show
This
the
one was
kids,
actually
but I'll say
hilarious.
Their full names.
So I remember exactly what that was. There was do you remember I think her name Erin Brugman?
No.
Big Cat Big Cat would obsess over her in like the pre-internet days.
Oh.
Kind of, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
What's her
Devin.
Devin Brug. Is that
The name
Something
sounds
like that.
familiar.
Yeah. She was like an Instagram model.
Yeah, before Instagram models, there was like a billion of them. She was like
Yeah.
the first one. Anyways, I wrote a blog and
What'd she look like? What do you remember about her?
she had big breasts. Has big breasts, I'm assuming still. Do we lose Smitty?
Thank you, Tom.
No, he's there.
I'm gratefully being able to see this image. Now.
I wrote a post about her. I'm like,
what I would assume is the missing link in Blackhawks hat.
You used to let your beard go a lot more, huh?
yeah.
Dude, have you seen the Onion one, Smitty?
No, I can go back. I can go back and watch everything.
Well, he could pull it up here. So I wouldn't mind watching that a few more times. Oh my God, I love this Dave. I forgot he existed. There it is.
How many go polls? How many?
Wait a second, you didn't even give it a few peels first?
No, I took all the
skin's off.
the skin off. I sliced off the top and bottom of it. How many views does it have?
20,000.
That's a lot of views.
Wow, not bad.
Can we just rip that and put it on our like a best of White Sox?
I give you permission.
Okay.
No, but for the middle finger one, I was like, the internet's disappointed me. I'm like, I linked a bunch of her pictures, and then I'm like, here's her nudes, you moron. I can't believe you guys haven't seen these. And it was a link to that.
Oh, it was just a picture of you.
Yeah, me flipping everybody off. People were so pissed.
Oh, it says psych, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, Dave.
What year was that?
You little troll socks, Dave.
Troll socks, Dave.
Yeah.
This is like Eddie looking at an old photo album of his like ex-girlfriend.
Actually,
This is unbelievable. Let's give me more.
Go to Connor. I want Smitty to break this kid. This kid was a fucking stud. I thought he was like draft pick worthy.
When did you just change your mind? Is it 20 seconds?
You can see all this, right?
He said yeah.
He said yeah, but I think you're muted, Smitty. So this is a kid that you coached. We
Yeah,
can hear you now,
he went
Smitty.
to Nequa. He played at Western. He was really fucking good.
Danny, any comments on this guy's form?
It's looking good so far. Oh,
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, he was 90, 91. And he was like 150 pounds right here. I'm like, this kid's going to be a draft pick. He was Then he
was he drafted?
Who was coaching?
No,
who?
he was fucking hurt nonstop. It sucked. He could hit too. He was so athletic.
So you basically coached.
I miss that, dude.
You coached.
Remember
how old is he now? Like 35?
No, I ran into one of his teammates at our St. Patrick's Day party. One of the kids, one of his teammates that I also coached. Yeah, they're like mid-20s now. It makes me feel disgustingly old.
All right, what else we got on this? Unless if Dave's making a mound visit, I don't really want to see these guys. We got some White Sox videos. Is the cinnamon
White Sox
challenge?
Dave heckling Max Scherzer opening day 2013.
Yeah, that would be. Is that on there?
They don't let you go there when they're warming up anymore. It stinks.
I hope you don't use anything unsavory.
Yeah, I know.
2013 White Sox Dave might have let it rip a little bit.
We should probably vet these videos a little bit before we put them on a live show.
Before we get Dave canceled.
It seems okay from now.
I'm surprised Scherzer just didn't turn around and end you.
Scherzer would kick your ass.
Oh, he's a psycho, yeah. That's something athletes who we'd want on our Scherzer as a pitcher, and then Nolan Arenado has if I'm in a benches clearing brawl and we're actually fighting, not the hold me back shit that they always do.
So
Max Scherzer and Nolan Arenado just strikes me as a fucking psychopath. A psychopath.
Anything else on there? That's all we got?
I don't watch anymore because I'm nervous.
Oh, there it is.
Brought it up.
Fuck you, Smitty.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
White Sox. Fuck Barstool Philly. Fuck you, Smitty. Fuck the White Sox. Fuck Barstool Philly.
Man, Joe Creedy,
Just
too.
no lighting whatsoever. No
That's one thing that has not changed.
No, I don't do lights.
Dave doesn't do lights.
I thought it would just catch on fire, but the material didn't let it. So I'm just sitting there like, all right.
Is that just like a normal lighter?
It's one of the stick lighters.
Okay.
Oh, those are great. That was
electric video.
Electric, right?
No wonder it took us both 10 years to become full time.
I was only 7, Dick.
Dude. This is what a throwback, White Sox Dave. The onion video is great. That's honestly worth the price of gold.
I had a question for you guys, though. Now I forget it. It just got that apple crisp.
No, there is something about it, how it's just turned sideways, too.
Yeah.
Just uploaded it sideways.
He just had no. This is Internet 1.0.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Yeah.
100%. What year was that uploaded? And are there comments what
I think
the
it's
fuck
29 years ago.
2013.
November,
So
yeah.
9.5 years ago?
I mean, this is back in your
spotting dimes, eating onions.
That's back in your day when you ran White Sox Dave comments of the week.
That's where the Brugman thing came from.
Yeah. The best was Neil, the guy who first ran Barstool Chicago. He had his reveal video, and he did it to set to the Jurassic Park theme. And I guess it was Dave's idea. Yeah. And he was furious at White Sox Dave. He's like, well, Jurassic Park was White Sox Dave's idea. It was fucking stupid. Fuck him. And he just
it was an awesome idea. It was a perfect little symphony to reveal his face.
Sneaky and great.
And on the cinnamon challenge, people don't understand. And this is, remember when KFC was on the snake draft a couple of months ago, and I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. You're counting chickens before they hatch. The Mets are still the Mets, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
JJ, who used to do the Yankee shit with us, was in Chicago. Was it his bachelor party or someone else's?
I went to it.
Okay, so it was his bachelor party in Chicago, and me, Ryan, maybe a few other guys went out for it, and we're at a White Sox-Yankees game on a Saturday, and they all wanted to leave early, and the White Sox were up 3-1 or 4-2. They had the lead in the 9th inning, and as we go, there was 2 outs, runners on, I don't know, maybe I forget the exact situation, but KFC says, I can't wait to see that fat loser JJ shove his face full of cinnamon. As he tweets me that, we're on the L, going underneath on the red line by like the Roosevelt stop, and I lost service. I get up, White Sox lost. Of course, they blew it. So I was the one who had to do it because KFC had to run his fucking mouth. The Mets will never win a World Series as long as KFC's alive. I hope everybody realizes that.
Do you agree with that, Smitty?
They're beaten up right now. They're still winning games. I like to think that, but
it's more about the KFC.
I do agree with the KFC mush.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I do agree with the KFC mush.
Have any of his teams ever done anything since he's been with Barstool?
Jets, he was with
Mets.
them when the Jets. Was he with here when the Jets
they
went to the AFC
win.
Championship? Yeah,
but that was like 2000.
Yeah, no, Knicks, no, yeah, no.
It was like 2010, right?
Yeah, I think it was 9 and 10 back-to-back
yeah,
years.
2010.
Yeah.
No,
so kinda. He was probably sending Word documents to Portnoy or whatever he's doing to post his blogs back when he was like a cube rat.
The Connor Gillespie wild card.
McGillicuddy.
Yeah. Connor Gillespie home run against the Giants. Smitty? What do you think about you? You have a kid. What do you think about this this popcorn controversy?
I think it's kind of a bad look for everybody. First of all, I don't think it was warranted enough to put anybody on blast. Like, it's a little bit of popcorn, okay.
Clean up your shit.
But not necessarily clean up your shit.
I think I'm with the mom on that one.
Clean up your fucking shit.
You're 22 weeks pregnant. Like, you got kids. I would like to know how it went down with the flight attendant. Like, because I highly doubt that the flight attendant came up and was just like, "You need to pick this up right now. Get on your hands and knees." Like, there had to be some sort of civility between the two. Like, traveling with toddlers while pregnant has to suck. Like, why isn't the flight attendant just like giving the benefit of the doubt here a little bit or helping
flight
out?
Attendants are typically overzealous, nice to the point it annoys me. It's like, you're not that nice. So shut up.
I like to know what went down there, but other than that, yeah, I'd probably pick up if I was there, obviously I'd be picking up the popcorn. But even my wife was just like, yeah, I just, get my foot under there and just knock it out into the aisle and scoop it up. Like, it's not that big of a deal. It's not a fucking mound of
you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I don't know. I think Smitty had it right. Like, it looks bad for everybody. I don't think he has to call him out, but I also feel like you gave him the popcorn. We got 2 small kids, and she's pregnant, and you're gonna clean the plane anyways.
And listen,
I got a dumb question
for people that are listening too. If you're unfamiliar with the story, this is a pitcher, Anthony Bass. He said the flight attendant at United just made my 22-week pregnant wife traveling with our 5-year-old and our 2-year-old get on her hands and knees to pick up the popcorn mess made by my youngest daughter. Are you kidding me? And it's a picture of a bunch of popcorn under a seat. So.
Smitty, I feel like you can, and this might get me roasted, I don't care. Is 22 months visibly pregnant? Or
First
22
of all,
weeks?
The gestation period for humans is 9 months, you fucking imbecile.
Got me.
22 weeks. 22 weeks is you're feeling it more than you're showing it, if that makes sense. So you're not overly pregnant. You're showing a little bit. At least my wife was with her experiences, but she's definitely feeling it. She's not feeling great.
Yeah.
But one thing and Dave tweeted this out, like, if the kids are old enough to be playing games on the iPod, they should be old enough to.
That's a great point too.
Kids play with iPads.
Well, that's something that you just have no experience around toddlers. If I told my son's turning 2 next week, if I told him to pick something up, it's a 30% chance that happens.
Well, your son's disobedient. Your dog has more.
No, he's not. He's actually listens very, very well as much as he can. He's a fucking 2-year-old. Like, they're not gonna listen, and they're not gonna be part of the
Here's the other part of the equation for me on this. It's easier for the cleaning crew. That would take them 2 sweeps in a dustpan or whatever than it would be for a mother with 2 kids to having to pick up each individual kernel. It's a lot just easier for the cleaning crew that's coming through anyways to pick up all sorts of shit. To me, I feel like that was a bit of a. I need to see like how it was said.
If United had a ball sack, they would tweet like the dash cam footage.
Is there a dash?
I don't think so.
There is. Yeah.
That's the key. Is that you need to know how the flight attendant said it.
Yeah.
She's like, you're picking this up before. Like, if it was done.
Like, hey, bitch.
Yeah, if it was like, hey, you think you could pick up a little before, like, whatever. Him saying just made my 22.
Yeah, I would be very surprised if that's
aggressive.
what actually happened.
Yeah.
Yes.
How do you
the
make
aggressive part.
Yeah.
How you gonna make someone do it, right?
Because then it's like
and
everybody looks like an asshole.
Let's be honest here. Anthony Bass is nowhere near good enough of a pitcher to be doing this.
Oh, his family's flying coach.
Yeah. Hey,
So no shit. Yeah.
Like if this was Verlander doing it, or somebody who's a first class starter, okay, or even like respect. I mean, his ERA is 7. Like, come on, Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
Like, figure it out a little bit first.
So you guys are at odds here, you and Dave. Smitty, is game time on pause, or what? Do you know? Are you doing anything with it, or what's the latest?
The latest I heard was they're making this room into another podcasting studio.
Oh no shit! Really?
No. Yeah. No, I do not know what is going on.
Really?
I wasn't asked my opinion on what should go on when I was in the thick of it.
Yeah.
So afterwards, I'm pretty hands off.
Does that make you sad that it's going away?
We had some good times in Verdansk, Smitty.
Yeah, the social media accounts are always gonna say it's more than welcome to be picked up by somebody to run with it if they want. I mean, the Twitch account got built to like 130,000 followers on the main site. Anybody's willing to pick it up and go, but that was part of the problem that we had is there was no real consistency.
So you're not streaming at all anymore?
Not as much. After I had a kid, it's a little difficult to be pulling all nighters,
screaming at the TV and shit.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Exactly.
Are you still
like
streaming?
we streamed like Dave
a lot.
Dave was a part of this, obviously, but I think 2021 we streamed like 3 full months out of the year. Like not just Tuesday we streamed for 3 hours, Thursday we streamed for 2 hours, and that was 2 days. No, 3 full 24-hour days we were live throughout the year. And it did well. It got great response, advertisers, growth, and everything. But unfortunately, there's a lot of internal toxicity that, for some reason, was involved with that. So
that got heated at points.
Yeah, it got heated. Yeah. Also, when you're putting in that much work and just being called lazy, it's like, well, okay.
Are you cool with those guys now or no?
And Emrags is not here anymore. But it was never really his. He was put in a very tough situation and tried to make the best of it.
Yeah.
He's gonna do completely fine with. I still stay in touch with him. Yeah. Rags is fine.
Yeah. And everybody else. It's like everybody else behind the scenes. Like every game time meeting from 2019, 2020 on, it was, well, game time's not one person, it's all of Barstool. We got to get everybody involved and do this and do that. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Let's do it. And then, of course, once I'm not doing it anymore, they just stop trying. So it's like, well.
Probably one of the coolest game time stories is that one of the guys who was like the main clipper is like Patty the Baddie's guy now, Blaze. Which is he's in the dozen and everything, so that's kind of sick.
He's a problem.
Blaze,
he's
good.
Blaze, yeah. Blaze is awesome. Blaze got started when I first started streaming Fortnite videos after my shoulder surgery in like 2017. He would basically take the streams and cut them up, so it'd be like an 8-hour stream cut up to like 10 minutes, and it was very unique and original for the time. And they would blow up. There was a time when it was some of the most viewed videos in Barstool history at that time on YouTube, and Blaze edited all of them. So he came in through that and did a great job, and that was part of the issue. He was kind of unceremoniously dismissed.
Mm-hmm.
That is like one of those things I feel like isn't talked about enough. I feel like the Smitty coaching tree is like pretty, like Roan came through you, Jordy came through you, Blaze came through. Who else? Like I feel like
Fran's
sister, then by extension, like the
Smitty coaching tree.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the Smitty coaching
Pat
tree?
Bev by extension.
Pat Bev, yeah.
Yeah, all those everybody is talented enough to work and excel here. I'm just happy to help anybody get in the door as possible, and it's still willing and able to help anybody. I don't take credit for.
No,
anybody.
I know, but it's still though. I mean, it's
$1 million worth of game. It goes on. It goes on.
Yeah, it's all the extension. The first family of Philly, Smitty.
It's whatever.
Did Mo hire you, or how did you get in?
So I had a sports comedy blog, Almighty Philly, in like 2010. That got good legs around Philly when Dave wanted to open Barstool Philly. I applied. I didn't get it, but he said, your stuff's decent. I hired this guy Mo. If you like to work for free, like just contact him. So I just worked with Mo and worked for free. And a year later, I was part time. And then 2012. I got fired and then rehired, and by the end of that year, I was full time. And then Mo left in 2013.
I also got fired in 2012.
And rehired.
Yeah,
it's a good year.
Well, yeah, I wrote one blog, and then that was it because there was no hockey. I've told that story, and then I got an email from KFC and it was like, "Well, I don't even really work here." So
I also love KFC. Yeah, it's funny.
The old Cosmo Kramer.
Yeah.
All right, Smitty. I know you got a train to catch, so thanks for jumping on. It's great to see you.
I'll see you in Chicago sometime.
Good luck.
Actually,
to the
I'll see you in New York next week.
NFL draft next week.
Yeah, we'll see you in New York.
Yeah, good luck to the fighting.
See you, boys.
We're probably on right about my 10-year anniversary.
Are you?
For
mine was July 2012.
For my rehire.
Yeah,
because it's like the first round of the playoffs. Dan's like, if people like you after the first round, you can stay.
Mine will be this July.
Yeah.
It's a long fucking time, bro. It's a long time.
It's a long time to be on the internet, that's for sure.
Yeah. What did you guys? I mean, I know NHL playoffs are in like full swing. Did you watch much of that? Or,
I did. I watched. I was going back and forth. I bet the two early games and parlayed them together. I hit both of those, so I was locked into both of those, and I didn't have a feel really for like game one of like Kings Oilers or the Wild Stars. And I'm getting fucking old, and I'm not used to staying up late. I fell asleep on the couch at like 9:30, but then woke up in time for Hartman to have the game winner in the Dallas series. And that series is going to be a fucking war. And then people are tagging me in the because LA came back and won against Edmonton in Edmonton. Edmonton, like, that might be the worst place to play in the league. They were like throwing full beers on the ice after they lost in overtime. Like, you like that? For game one of a series? Oh, okay. Yeah. And they have, they got high expectations. They got the best player in the world, and they're just like, they're having a mental fucking breakdown after one overtime loss at home. It's crazy.
Of course Dave likes it. It was his uncle who attacked the
first
Royals
base
first base coach and fucking
or the ump
2000 whatever.
Yeah.
That kid got in like 2015-ish. You could look this up, Tom, if you want. But the kid that ran with him got popped for like mass distribution of meth or something like that.
Oh yeah, they're like still in the system, I believe. Those dudes are wild.
What did Dave's uncle do?
He was Dave's. It was
you
Dave's
guys
uncle.
don't remember this?
You don't remember that when the two White Sox fans ran on the field and they attacked Gamboa, the Royals' first base coach? Yeah.
Wasn't there another one like where they attacked an umpire too?
I'm sure an ump has gotten attacked before.
At a White Sox game? Yeah.
I don't know if it was White Sox. You guys know? You don't remember that, Tom? Lance? Do you? Remember two Dave's uncle and his son, his cousin, ran on the field and they attacked Tom Gamboa, the Royals' first base coach. It was really bad. I think one of them might have had a knife, right?
Probably.
Do you still talk to him, Dave?
No, they're also trash.
Laz
One of those guys is your uncle?
No,
you fucking clown.
No, but here, this is.
See, I would, to pull it all full circle with the Whitney thing. If I was on the Royals in that bench, that would have been a free, like a lottery ticket winner for punching someone in the face and having absolutely no.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the most sincere a bench clearing has ever been. Like, your fucking guy is getting attacked by two maniacs at first base.
Brought them together.
Yeah.
I was right about this, though. 2003, Laz Diaz was attacked by White Sox fans. They were also playing the Royals. April 15th, 2003. So almost a 20-year anniversary, or was a 20-year anniversary.
Damn, dude, look at that guy cock up like that. That's no joke. He lost his footing, too.
Dude, who's the first baseman for the White Sox, by the way? Just standing there looking at him.
I hope it's not the Big Hurt.
Is that Frank Thomas there?
What year was this?
2002.
2002.
That was pre-Knurko? Chris Snopek, maybe?
Ooh. That might as well be Mike Squires with a name like that.
Yeah.
Try and get a number on him when it goes in there. I'd actually like to know. Maybe he didn't know what's going on.
Jason Grimsley, I'm pretty sure he's in prison too.
Jason Grimsley?
For he was a steroid distributor.
Oh no shit.
Is that Chris Sale?
Yeah, that shit was wild. I remember. What was William Williams' thoughts on this?
Honestly, I remember it happening. I don't remember my dad saying anything though.
Should we call him?
I remember. Yeah, we could find out.
He's at work right now.
I remember my buddy was like, "Man, it was tough. It was a tough day to be a White Sox fan."
I mean, every White Sox fan stereotype that we get made fun of is in that video.
Well, also,
I feel like part of it comes from this video. Like if this didn't happen, I feel like it looks like number 12.
12, yeah, maybe. Just look up the fucking roster, 2002 roster.
Dave, this could easily be a QSAC question. You should be ready for this.
Yeah,
that's true.
what I said. It might as well be Mike Squires out there.
Who's playing one bagger? What did you think of the fight this weekend, Dave?
Which one?
The one at fucking Sox Park.
The Nuck If You Buck music video. Was that a civil fight? Was that two White Sox fans?
I think
Civil
so,
War?
yeah. I throw those away from my brain once I watch them. You see those every fucking game you go to. It's that one happened to be someone right on top of them with the camera. Like, I don't know. I don't care. It didn't do a whole lot for me.
No, the Nuck If You Buck was the camo pants girl. I don't know if you saw that part, Dave. So she gets out of the mix here at some point, and she gets on the chair and she starts right here. She gets on the chair, starts singing "Nuck If You Buck," and someone laser beams a fucking direct hit right into her face. Dude.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was not a punch; it was a bottle. There it is. Watch. Here we go.
Yeah, this old fat guy here is just like chilling in his chair like nothing's going on.
Did you see that? Yeah. She got plunked.
A sniper shot.
Now she comes back up. There was also a good back view that someone sent me.
What section is this, Dave?
I feel that's down that's like 148 maybe.
What do you think they're fighting about, Dave?
Mine's 152 or 159 rather. So that's like 153, 154.
They're fighting about the 108 tournament. Maybe. Someone got bots bought against them. That's the issue here in my eyes.
That was a fake
poll. Is that a Dave Martinez jersey?
So would you break this up, Dave?
No. Fuck no.
I don't think I'm ever getting involved in someone else's fight.
Yeah.
At a stadium?
Unless someone was getting
hurt.
I thought they were going to legitimately die. I'm like, it's not my problem.
No, that was just two trashy people doing trashy things. How much time do we got left? Because I do have a question for you, Edward.
Yeah.
We got plenty of time.
This is kind of what I was talking about when we went and sat down when I got here this morning. But so eventually I would like to do a great feelings draft. And I'm not talking about I just fucking came. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking when you you're changing out clothes from winter clothes to summer clothes and you find a $20 bill in your pocket. You're like, hey, look at that. It's a great feeling, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I had that on steroids this morning.
What's wrong with a good game? But continue.
No, I mean, nothing wrong with it, but I never check my mail because it's always just junk mail. I do everything electronically. I'll check it every couple of weeks just when I know it's overflowing and the mailman can't possibly put another envelope in there. So this morning at 8 a.m. I do this, and I'm sifting through all the junk mail, a bunch of credit card offers, shit like that. There was probably, I would say, about 40 envelopes, and I opened maybe 3 or 4 of them. I look at one, and it says, pay to the order of blank, 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 blank. And I'm like, doesn't, and a lot of times credit cards companies will do this, oh, you got $150. You're just taking a cash advance out, and they charge you a shit ton of interest. I look at it, and it's from my old company, Echo Global Logistics. And So I'm looking at it. It's a big check. A big check.
How big?
We want you back, David.
No. So when I was working there,
4 digits?
if you were, yes.
Wow.
In the if you were in the sales department, we never clocked in or out or anything. You just showed up and sold shit and left, you know. Anyways, I look at it, I'm like, this is a legitimate check. And so I called my old boss right away. He answers. I'm like, hey, just got something in the mail. He's like, what was it? I'm like, I think judging by your reaction, you already know what it was. He goes, is it a check? I'm like, yeah. He goes, pop that in your bank. That's like, go have some fun or something. So it was a class action lawsuit where employees weren't getting paid for their time because they weren't clocking it. Something stupid like that. $2,700.
Damn.
Yeah. And that was sitting in my mailbox since like March 15th.
Nice. What are we going to spend it on?
A nice side mirror.
Yeah.
Maybe 2.
That's getting fixed. Well, it's not getting fixed tomorrow. It's all done tomorrow, though.
Oh, good.
So, yeah.
Everything coming up WSD.
I know. So it's like
I trade all of that for
that's great. That's not just $5 in your fucking
No.
jeans.
No, exactly.
No.
Exactly. 2600. Hold on.
How much of that would you trade for like a 16-8 record at the end of the month?
Look at this.
I pay $1,000 of it.
Oh, damn.
Easily.
Good for and you never check. Why don't you check your mail, dude?
I do it like once a week too. Like I don't do it that badly, but I only.
I let it go. I let it go.
No one's sending me anything that I need.
It was a bunch of wedding invitation shit in the trash.
I had a thank you card in there from a wedding I went to last year. I'm like, I don't need this.
The IRS is probably tracking you guys down as we speak.
This is great. Dude.
No, it is very. So I was worried about that because I just did my taxes Friday.
That's why Rico couldn't come on.
No, it's going to be for next year.
Yeah, it says it explicitly on here. This for the 2023 tax year. Yeah.
Good for you.
So that's a nice little. But I was gonna open it up to the chat and be like, hey, pick something out for me to buy, $100 or less.
Ooh.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
We could do that.
Can we just
Thursday.
have like a joint gambling account? And put
That
that
No.
in there?
sounds good.
Okay.
I like that, Dave. Someone could give you something stupid to buy.
$100 or less, you said? I'll ask the chat.
$100 or less. See what they say. Now, Dave, this could also go towards your steak dinner that you're having soon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it will.
Actually, it will. Mm-hmm.
Is Chief invited to that one?
No,
No.
he's not.
It's kind of rude.
I mean, you can come if you want. You're
No,
not
I don't want
invited,
to
though.
come.
Dude, I got offered to be in a class action lawsuit against Sirius, and I didn't
For
do
what?
because I was an intern. They weren't paying interns at that time, and like there was like a big lawsuit with Sirius XM, and I didn't do it.
What would you have gotten?
I don't know exactly, probably not much, but like I could have fucking used some. Like Sirius had straight up unpaid interns in Manhattan. I was living in Manhattan for.
What do you think about that?
Unpaid interns?
Yeah.
I mean, listen.
I get the loophole, but it's bullshit. Fucking pay your employees.
What do you think about it?
I'm kind of, but they're not really an employee.
Were you getting college credit for it?
Yes.
Still, like minimum wage.
They could give you
them
something. They could
Yes,
give you
that's the
something.
point.
Especially in Manhattan.
In Manhattan, yeah, there was no.
Can't step outside of your house without.
There was
forking
no.
over $10.
Yeah, exactly. There was no living arrangement, so that I didn't have like that was
Yeah.
all out of pocket, and there was no income at all for my time.
Did you have a second job?
It's one of those things where it's like, the situation. It'd be one thing if they're like, hey, like we're going to try out for a couple weeks and then we'll reevaluate and maybe we'll give you something. But if you know going in, like, hey, this is an unpaid internship, do you want it or not? And you say yes, then I don't know. I kind of feel like you're an adult, like make your own decisions. And if you don't want to have that opportunity for whatever it might be, then just go get a job where you can make money in the summer and it just won't look as good potentially on a resume for something you want to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely worth it to do the internship if it's at a good place. Like,
Yeah.
no doubt about it.
Yeah.
I'm happy that I did it, even though I got no money for it. But like Dave said, minimum wage for a company like that, I probably could swing it.
Yeah, I don't know enough about Sirius and
Yeah, actually, maybe Sirius.
Actually, on that phone call with my old boss, he said
that's
that
a big nut for them to pay out to every employee.
that's a big company too.
Yeah.
Like
We're talking probably
thousands
millions
and thousands and
Yeah.
thousands of people.
Yeah,
work
so
there.
probably a
I mean, I would
multi-million dollar
guess-
settlement.
I would guess there's 5,000 people at that company.
And all in that department that would be eligible for that? How did they come up? Was it an even split?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Wow.
He asked me what I got. I'm like 26, 39, and he's like, "Yeah, that's pretty good." So I don't, judging by that answer, I don't think so. But
Still though.
hey, free money, all right?
That's unbelievable, Dave. I'm happy for you. But I also didn't.
He did say that he's like, you should have got a check from Facebook too if you've had a face.
You had to apply for that one. I didn't do that either. Did you guys do the Facebook one?
What was the Facebook one?
I don't know.
There was a Facebook class action that you could have done. I think Snapchat had one. All these fuckers.
I never had Snapchat really.
You could get out of these class actions. But I was always like, what if you sued them? Is that going to hurt your chances of getting a job? So I didn't hop in on the class action.
Why would?
I don't know. I was concerned on how it would look if it's like if I was up for a job at
Facebook.
No, at Sirius.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I was like.
Yeah.
You never know how that would look. So I never did it. I guess. But I don't know. It's an interesting point there.
Yeah.
If the internship should be charged or not. Good for you though, Dave.
Yeah,
that's
awesome.
A fucking unbelievable.
I'd love to have a surprise 2700.
I was this close to just chucking it.
Did that make you open up the other 40 letters?
No.
You just threw the rest?
No.
Fan mail.
Yeah.
No, I look at. I mean, this one. I don't know what I should say on a live show, but this one looked different. I didn't think just by the return address that it was an advertisement. So, yeah, look at me today, right?
That's lucky you.
And if you have anything that you recommend me buying, however random it may be,
$100 should be. It should be more than 100 though.
It's all going straight to credit card debt.
Water bottles for the office. People are saying.
Oh.
4-disc Blu-ray set of Shrek series.
Oh, okay. I like that. I do a quadruple feature Shrek with you here.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, just in time for Shrek.
I heard
5.
not to watch the third one.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
We should do 4 Shreks in a row before Shrek opening day for Shrek 5. I would do that.
Shrek-a-thon?
You can
Shrek-a-palooza?
I'm pretty sure you can rent out the smaller theater at Music Box. We should just everybody just go to Music Box.
Straight 4 Shreks?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
We could have like an auction, some people some listeners could hop in with us.
Well, yeah, they got a bar there.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
Chief. Dave gets the Shia LaBeouf cam again.
Yeah. I love the Shia LaBeouf cam. That was unbelievable.
Bring a couple onions.
Speaking of which, Shrek loves onions.
Well, so does Shia LaBeouf and holes.
Yeah, that's true. Wow. A lot of fucking onion. That's a wild onion correlation. All fucking stars are aligning.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that, I saw fucking Air this weekend. Awesome.
Hey, look at this. Someone just DM'd me.
On the topic of Air.
Old coworker just DM'd me. I'm listening to the mid show and I got 3,700. So no.
Damn. How does that feel?
Don't care.
Okay.
Glad for him.
It was good if anyone was wondering.
Eddie, as you were saying.
Air?
Awareness of an ant. Still doesn't know what's going on.
I do. I just am choosing not to ignore.
Why'd you railroad Eddie?
I'm not. Continue.
Really good.
What was it about?
You haven't heard of this at all?
I don't think so.
You're like, your face just goes in the sand. I'm convinced. Like after you walk.
Sorry, they didn't run a commercial during the NHL playoffs last night. What do you want me to say?
It's about Sonny Vaccaro and how Nike signed Jordan.
Oh, yeah, that was with Matt Damon.
Yes.
Yeah, I just didn't know the name of it.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. I saw it.
Highly recommend.
It was actually good.
Yes.
Those two guys bother me for some reason.
Damon and Affleck?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
I feel like they get unwarranted hate. Or Affleck does at least.
Yeah, I don't like either one of them, and I certainly don't want to see them together anymore. Good Will Hunting was a great movie, but after that, they kind of... And they put out good stuff. That it's just... I feel like every time I see them talking about stuff, it bothers me. But I wish they would just shut up and act.
Do you guys
shut up and dribble?
Do you agree with that?
I feel like they're super pretentious.
Just shut up and keep smoking cigarettes outside of your house.
Yeah.
Affleck.
I
like him too.
Yeah, he just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, I think he gets unwarranted.
They always like me right now.
No, I've seen it before too because Affleck, they started together, and Affleck gets more hate for his career arc than Damon is obviously probably taking a more successful path. Didn't the Bournes?
Didn't Affleck? What was the one where the Iranian hostage crisis? I feel like
Argo.
Argo.
Yeah.
But didn't he get like all the awards for Argo?
Correct. Yeah. But that also was. He had years before that.
Well, yeah, he did like
Jiggly and shit like that, and
Armageddon. I feel like some people hate on Armageddon.
Yeah.
I like Armageddon,
and everyone always tries to
bad though.
Ask them that when they do interviews, and Damon's like, "Hey man, like he'd sticks up for his buddy a lot, so I appreciate that.
Is going from actor to director like the higher trajectory? Like, is he making more doing that? Because if you count that, I don't know how much higher Damon would be than him.
Yeah, because he directed this too, and he directed Argo, like you said. I think you want to be the director because you're calling the shots and you're like the point man.
Yeah, you're running everything, right, Tom?
Yeah, didn't Affleck and Damon just like launch their own production company?
Yes.
That's gonna like restructure how they give out money to like the talent and everything.
No,
I didn't know
see that.
I just saw like an interview about that that Matt Damon was talking about it. I don't know like the specifics, but it was just like it's like a new kind of structure with the production company.
I mean, I'm sure. Has Damon ever directed anything?
Yeah, you can open that first, or the Times one maybe.
I don't know if he's never directed anything. I don't know.
Was he wrote Good Will Hunting though? Did he not?
They completely changed it from what I recall and understand. It was supposed to the scene when he's talking about bombing the African village or whatever in the job interview.
Yeah,
that was supposed to be like the majority of the thesis of the movie, from what I recall. So they like had the idea and greatly expanded on it. It's something like that.
Yeah, artist-led studio partners with filmmakers to empower creative vision and
interesting. Yeah, I don't know. It was really fucking good. I'd recommend it if you're a movie person.
Okay.
The music was outstanding. It was just very 80s. It was very 80s, which I know,
I'm stunned by how many movies that Damon has on his IMDb that I've just never heard of. The Great Wall. What the fuck is that?
Damon, you said?
Yeah.
This is Eddie's list for the year.
Oh, yeah. There's my list. 80 for Brady in the 6th spot, Dave. I don't know how you feel about that. Should it be higher? Well, I guess you wouldn't know what you compare it against.
He can't hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm looking at it. How was Scream? I want to see it.
It was not bad. It was not bad.
Not
actually.
bad, or like
I liked it better than Scream 5. I enjoyed it.
I don't know. I haven't seen Scream since like.
I don't think you'd like it though.
Eddie and Roper.
I like those movies though. I like.
Yeah, but there's things you wouldn't like that I know about you.
I think I know what you're getting at.
There's things you wouldn't like about it that.
Do they kowtow and bend the knee?
Dave, I'm not getting into it. But there's things that you would not like about it. I'll just leave it at that.
The leisure class? What the fuck?
Exactly. All right, then. We'll get into some NHL playoffs and NBA playoffs and whatnot. The White Sox, Dave's favorite topic.
It'll be a Rangers podcast again tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
On Thursday's episode, as well as Joe Kelly will be joining us from our interview we did at spring training. So, all right, then. That's the mid show. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you for watching. We'll be back on Thursday, a taped show. Tune in then.